talk to Norman because he makes me too nervous. So, anyway, sorry.
Is he blocking me up?
I know.
I can't help it.
Go ahead. Okay, stop it.
Anyway, I live in Georgia, and
that was awesome.
Yeah, baby. We like those beaches.
Yeah, I live in Georgia, and there's a very, like, the Georgia accent is different from Texas, from Alabama, from Mississippi, and y'all do a great job and not making us sound like this all the time, because we don't really talk like, well, some of us do, but I don't. But anyway, I just wanted to see, do y'all just live around there and pick it up, or what?
Are you still blocking me?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're around, Georgians all day, so it helps, you know what I mean?
You pick it up, yeah, you just sort of pick it up, and you don't go overboard with it, because we've all sort of, I think natural dialects are sort of disappearing anyway, because of TV, and it's just, you hardly find a real natural, Alabama or Georgia or Floridian, they're hard to come by, so a combination of everything.
One more thing. Is Morgan going to be coming back?
None of your business.
Don't see me.
Hi, I've got a question for you, actually. In the first or second season...
You were you talking about? He's so good looking you can't even say his name now? Rooker, baby, it's called Rooker.
In the first or second season of Walking Dead, you introduced the legend of the Cherokee Rose, and I wanted to know if that was something that you introduced to the character, or was it something that was written for the character?
That was something that was written, yeah. I really liked that episode because it kind of came out of nowhere. It was much different than everything else, so yeah, I love it. And working with Melissa, she's such a good actress, and she's got these big blue eyes, and everything you say just sort of bounces back at you. She's really interesting. That wasn't me. That was him.
Hi guys. My question's for Michael. When I was 14, we went through the horror section of our movie store. We went to
I don't care. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry. We saw Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. It's one of my favorite movies. I was wondering how you prepared for the role of serial killer Henry Lee Lucas, and if you were worried how the movie would be perceived upon release.
There was no preparation needed. And I never give a shit about what people think or how they're going to perceive the project that I'm doing or the role. I don't want you to misunderstand. There was really nothing written on that subject that really turned me on, that really helped. The only thing that really assisted me as the actor was a real-life video of Henry Lee Lucas being interviewed by Texas Rangers after he'd already been captured. And that was kind of cool because I was just checking out his body language, pretty much. I don't even think I could hear the dialogue. It was just a camera from the ceiling, and I could see how he sat, what he did with his hands, and the attitude of the interrogator, and how he responded to that, which was very cool. That helped a lot.
You did a great job, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is for Norman. What was it? Flannery had like a lot of funny stories about you and like everybody else.
He's Irish, man. He's got a gift.
I was wondering. Telling all kinds of stories about you yesterday.
You know how many times you can go on YouTube and see all those exact stories.
I was wondering if you had some funny stories yourself from like on the set with like Flannery or Rocco, or.
Yeah. I mean, I've known those guys over 10 years, so yeah, you know. Yeah, I got stories about all of them.
Can you?
Nothing you can tell.
Nothing I can tell, you know, a YouTube channel.
FBI can watch him, you know.
And plus, when they do, you know, he's got a jiu-jitsu academy.
Well, I didn't know what he was like back then, you know.
Who, Flannery?
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Oh.
Rocco too, exactly the same. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, we hang. I live in New York, they live in LA, so I don't see them that often. But you know, those movies were a blast to make. I mean, it's like we went straight from the airport to the gun range before we even checked into an apartment or anything. So yeah, a blast. So yeah, there's tons of stories.
Also,
And they're all dirty.
I had a question for Michael. Did you know that you were going to be coming back after the little you were in season 1, or like did they hint at all, or?
They always hint.
They did,
but they never tell. And so I did not. I didn't know until later in season 2.
Okay.
And now, but you could, as a fan, I'm a fan of the show too. So you sort of see the way it's written, and you're like, oh, interesting. They're setting this up in a certain way, but you just don't. You don't know. I move on with my life after I do a project and continue to work. So it just so happened that when the time came that they were going to offer and want me back on, I wasn't off, you know, doing something. So I was very fortunate to get back on the show, and I was very fortunate that, you know, when you do a job, you try to do your best work in everything you do, no matter how small or large the role is. So my friend took out her stopwatch one time, and she pressed play, and it came up with 7.5 minutes. So from the beginning of The Walking Dead until tonight when I show up again, I've been on the show for 7.5 minutes. So shit has happened. 7.5 minutes. Any actor out there, 7.5 minutes can change your life. So give it your all every time.
Yeah.